Let's get this party started early, shall we? Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome on in. It is time for me, Mr. Lard, to do the detail episode 3. Now, as it's loading, once again, I have to give a warning out, a trigger warning, an offensive language warning. There is language that's going to appear on the screen, possibly, that is offensive, that is not allowed from my mouth, and I'm going to do everything possible for it not to come out of my mouth. If I see it ahead of the game when I'm talking, doing the acting, okay, the rather bad acting, then basically I'm going to avoid it and try and say differently. But we're now on to the third and final episode. Of the detail. Here's the previously on the detail to catch us up. So whoever killed Arcani was a professional. The Kushkas are going to need a new boss. And there was a firefight. An officer was taken down. She was either his friend or potentially a bit more. Get the same thing with the character you play, mainly. Where's my wife? Yeah. Catch a late. This is Reg, the guy you're playing, who was the Special Crimes Unit that was made after that firefight. This is the choice where this is the lady. This is the cop that you just saw there, helping the lady here to get back out of this the mess she was in, like a trafficker. Get her back to her country. Fourth Street made some powerful friends, but it looks like that boss lost some in the process. Again, drugs bust. Well, it wasn't even drugs bust. It was a drug den. It's the informant guy.
Oh yeah, it's him, is it? Where's his wife, yeah.
This is where he as an informant goes back into where he has passed, meets up with some of the people he was with, but But there was a moment that could have went wrong for him, where he could have rekindled some old flame, but we didn't. We kept loyal.
I didn't tell you when the cabs were how.
But we did that. Guy wasn't looking well, so we said, look, we'll do your shift for you. And this is when, yeah, things happened at the docks.
So, Alexa, Alexa, I have to go. Yeah.
Because it was a bit too much. Body in the... I just noticed a dumpster there for the first time. You probably didn't see it, but there's a dumpster. Because me face is in the way. Yeah, see it there? No, see? No. Crystal's body? Wait, what? Mike has this work cut out for him with this one. Crystal. No one could tell us her real name, but she's probably in the system. Tyrone's not crazy about coming to this place, but this is business, and he's a professional. God bless him. We'll talk to him. And there's obviously the witness there. Witness here as well. Cold night for it. You're telling me. Let me just interview Molly and check with Mike, and then we can roll back to the station. Sounds good to me. Tyrone knows about me and Molly, but I'm not crazy about the rest of the station hearing about it. Oh my God, Reggie, what did I do to her? She's in good hands now, Molly. We'll take care of her. Those bastards. Easy now, easy. I'm gonna need to ask you some questions. Is that okay? I guess. If it has to be someone, I'd like it to be you. Thanks, Molly. I'll try and make this quick and easy. Have you had any trouble here before this? Not like this. But I know Caesar has had some pretty firm offers for protection lately. Tisk. Who's been making these offers? Do you see that brand on Crystal? I'll still see it when I close my eyes tonight. That's Food Dog's mark. I think I've heard the name, but who or what is it? I'm not really sure, but I think they're with the Gold Vipers. They're putting a squeeze on us. Those guys definitely have their hooks in human trafficking. Told you. But this is something else. They want us, Reggie. The girls who work here at Jack's Lounge. Usually the Vipers just import their own, workforce. All I know is that they've been going after us now. Since you don't usually talk to cops, we've been oblivious to it. I need to get those bastards ready. Get them for Crystal. For me. Don't worry, Molly. You can count on me. I'm taking that Food Dog to the pound. It was a bad joke, so it deserved it. You know, Reg, it isn't just family here tonight. Oh, 1 second. You know, Reg, it isn't just family here tonight. God damn it, Tyrone. She just saw a friend of hers dead in the dumpster. And I appreciate that, but people are going to talk about you and Molly. I was just comforting a witness. Even if she's a lady tonight, it'll be fine, Ty. Just looking out for my partner. You got my back and I got yours. Let me just check with Mike and we can then roll back to the station. Oh. Hey, Mike. Nasty piece of business. Aren't they always? Some more than others. Murder is murder. But this was torture. I know you want to get her back to the station, but can you tell me anything right now? Well, what has you curious, detective? She's obviously been tied up. Clear ligature marks from pre-mortem. Yeah, you generally don't need to tie up the dead. There is actually a tradition in parts of South America where binding is used to prevent the dead from returning to haunt. Mike. Yes, was there anything else? Those feet, the tied for ankles or something? Actually, I think no. What is it? I'm not going to say anything about those before I've examined it properly. Oh, come on, Mike. I know you've got something cooking. I just been reading this book about torture during the Vietnam War. If you stand someone up in water for an extended period, that's pretty much what happens. There's another image that'll be stuck in my head now. Thanks. Possible cause of death here. Some form of knife wound, and it is certainly a potential cause, yeah. What do you make of that brand? Looks like Food Dog to me, an Imperial Guardian lion from China. So if you hear anything in the background, it might be angling water doing next door. That's what Molly said. A growing Asian influence in the city. Seems like. Spent some time in Asia, actually. There's a fascinating continent. Oh yeah. Aside from the rich history, there is a wealth of spiritual traditions to be discovered. Have you ever tried meditation, Reggie? I'm meditating on the fact that I'm freezing my balls off here. Let's get back to the brand now. Oh, of course, Detective. I can't really tell you more about the cultural implications, but I think I may have seen this before. Alright, I'm sure I'll read about it in your report. They shaved her head. Looks to have been some manner of knife. Not a very neat job either. But why? That one is on you, Detective. They shaved her head with a knife of some sort. Yeah. Okay, that's the same. Same. Can't say I'm looking forward to the final report, but I'm interested to see where you'll turn up. That's my detective. So, ready to get out of here? Yeah, let's give Mike room to finish here and get back to the station. This time of year, I'm okay with paperwork. A bit bloody cold out. The devil is indeed in the detail. Ah, you've just missed Kate. I gave her the full report on Crystal. Real name Brittany Garnett. Sorry this took so long, Reggie. Don't worry about it, Mike. You bust your arm to keep these stiffs from piling up. Certainly one way of phrasing it, yes. So, what did happen to the girl? The cause of death was a knife wound to the upper abdomen, which caused her to bleed out. But a great deal happened before that. She endured what can only be described as torture for approximately 3 days. Oof. Eesh. Jesus. I better just go and see if Kate has it up on the board already. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, I should go check out what has on the board. Hey, Reg. I was just looking at Mike's finding on the board. That's some foul stuff. I bet. You want to give it a run through? Actually, I'm still trying to wrap my head around the situation with the Vice Squad. What about it? We began to look at their reports to get a better idea of the prostitution situation in the city. But now I feel like we've begun to investigate the squad instead. It's an interesting angle, Tyrone. Something off here, I'm telling you. Well, look, I'm going to go over Mike's findings with Kate and then get back to you about them. Once that's done, we can focus on your conspiracy theory, deal? Deal? Two sets of ligature marks. Fresh set caused by zip ties. First set caused by zip ties, the second caused by some sort of metallic manacles. Manacles? And not the specialty store kind of manacles either, by the sound of it. What kind of crazy place did they take her to? That's what we're hoping to eventually find out. Now, what is this? I've compiled some basic information from those raids that Vice has done. Tell me what you see. Almost all of these have been run through the same judge. Not usual, though. Squads usually have their favourites. But that's true. A whole lot of these have the same confidential informant. Yeah, I checked the database and these are the only cases they've been involved in. So Vice has the ultimate informant, someone who knows about prostitution all over town, someone cops normally only dream about. Do you believe that dreams can come true, Reggie? Fuck no. Can we find out who's behind this number? I checked the database and this one's protected, even from us. Only the head of the device can has access. But damn it. Never got on with a guy, and it's not likely he'll want to reveal his greatest asset to us. Yeah, he's more likely to bear a whole different kind of asset, and it won't be great. Stabbing wound was widened by angling the instrument, a broad blade after the initial penetration. The shallow nature of the wound would have caused an extended period of suffering before death due to angulation. If that's how you pronounce it. I think it was a deliberate move. Those bastards are making a point, showing everyone just how bad a time you'll have if you cross them. A point thoroughly made. Ah, these stooges. I saw them on the news. Yes, 2 political careers ended by police raids on 2 separate brothels. Does anything about this material speak to you? Neither one of these guys was a fan of that whole grand business. Exactly. Some pretty staunch opponents of our government Beckett. Both of them brought low. Fancy that. Sorry about that, I was just listening to her thump thump. One second, everybody. I apologise about that. It seems like there's our boilers playing up. Lovely. Where were we? Oh yeah. We were on the board, weren't we? So, the head has been shaved with a blade, most likely a large knife, using rough strokes. They aren't going for neatness there, it's angry stuff. They were humiliating her. I mean, that's pretty devastating for a woman, right? It's an experience, alright, even when it's a choice forced on someone like this. Damn right it's devastating. The feet are swollen and show early signs of bacterial infection and peeling. This indicates the victim was made to remain in a standing position with stagnant water for an extended period of time. Looks like Mike's hunch was right. Oh? Yeah, he figured that we might be looking at old timey methods from the Vietnam War here. Even the 21st century? Classics never go out of style, Kate, and these things get rediscovered on a regular basis. Okay, I'd like to be able to move, not the board. Right. Okay then, let's see what Mike wanted to tell us about Miss Garnett. They didn't feed her, I'm not surprised there. It looks like she was scrubbed before being dropped off. Whoever did this was no fool. So, there's a map. So these are the raids that the Vice Squad has been conducting of late. Yes, do you see anything curious about this? I might be off here, but judging by the locations alone, these targets don't seem gang affiliated to me. Yeah, the documentation only backs it up. Those are mostly independent operations. It looks like there have been raids on some smaller gangs and a couple of the Vipers, which both bagged the politician in the process. Well, there's a coincidence for you, if you believe in such things. So, what do you think of my gut feeling now? I think your gut is onto something here, Ty. Alright, so let's put some of these pieces together and see what clicks. We can agree that the targets of those Vice raids aren't, for the most part, gang affiliated. How do you swing that in a city where most of the girls are run by the Vipers? Vice might be collecting protection from the gangs, making some group deals with them. Easier to get your cut in one big package and go around all the different joints one by one. That paints a pretty sad picture of our Vice Squad though, and honestly, I can't see their commander doing that. Gotta admit, can't really say I see it either. Dermot's a special sort of prick, but he has integrity. So what else could explain it? Vice has a strategy, deliberately focusing away from gang assets to bring in those independent types. They could do that, sure, but that'd be pretty weird of them, considering how a lot of policing is focused on gangs right now. Can't disagree with you there. So maybe instead of strategy of their own, it's been dictated to them by the informant. That's right. So who is this magic informant running their show for them? He's a fake, is what he is, a fabricated informant that Vice is using to rubber stamp this whole campaign. The information still has to come from somewhere, though. Could be places that have refused to give Vice a cut in exchange for protection. Paints a pretty sad picture of our Vice squad, though, and honestly, I can't see that kid, their commander, doing that. Gotta admit it, I can't really see it either. Yeah, again. High level crook? Has to be some kind of major level player in the criminal circles. So we're back to organised crime, gangs, and this guy sure isn't leaking things about his own people here. So he'd be weeding out competition. Yeah, there is that food dog thing going on. But wouldn't it be nicer, more sanitary, if the cops just took their rivals out? And it wouldn't look good in the crime statistics too. Huh? Sorry, getting ahead of myself. So yeah, Vice is cutting down the Vipers competition. What about those 2 raids on them? There's only 2. They were fingered by the same magical informant, and they both brought a city politician tumbling down. Sounds like political motive. Both of these guys were anti-Grand as well. But why would the Vipers or whoever's backing them want an anti-gang initiative to succeed? Maybe they know something we don't. Or we're just very well compensated and don't follow local politics. I think you might have convinced me here. Yeah? Yeah, even if Vice is playing a clean game here, they'll let themselves be led around by this informant. So what do we do about it? We shake things up. If the Vipers and that food dog think they're safe, they got nothing coming. There's information in these papers about some brothels of theirs that haven't been raided yet. So put in some hours, do a little surveillance, and then request some warrants of our own. Let's do this. So, Kate, have you been selling into this new detail? You haven't asked me to process a single parking ticket yet, so I couldn't really be happier. That's the spirit. Can I ask you about something, though? Of course. Don't take this the wrong way, but a lot of cops your age, they've moved over to the private sector. Why not you? I'm a cop, Kate. I'm not going to play nanny to some suit who's fucked over so many people that he can't go out by himself no more. Mason was like that too. He'd ask me to look out on the street and tell him what I saw. I'd rattle off all kinds of things about possible suspects and he'd listen, but then he'd just tell me those are all your employers. Yeah, that's Scott for you. He was all from that community policing. Friendly cop on every block who knows everyone's name. Do you think we could still go back to that? It never was quite like that, Kate. Not here, at least. I don't know about Switzerland or something, but no, not here. But still, could it be? Sure. Not saying it would be easy, but I think we've still got a chance. Even if it's a slim one. I think so too. I hope I'll be around to see it. I like your odds better than mine. The lieutenant seems happy enough working towards retirement. He's probably got about 3 days to retirement. And I was going to screw it up. Hey, Kirk. Gee, how's everything? Where to begin? It's freezing outside. And we're almost out of coffee. Those are the challenges we must face in this our short time on Earth. I feel not being taken entirely seriously here. That's a terrible accusation. Good luck with the case now. Hey guys, what are you up? Hey Gus, what are you up to? I've just been helping Tyrone sort through those vice files. That man isn't ever for anything if he isn't thorough. Well, at least you have both your arms to work with now. Must be a relief. Oh Lord, yes. Crime weeks have wiped my arse with the wrong hand. You know how it never feels quite right, huh? I think we've experienced a sudden and surprising shift in topic here. Anyway, I'm sure Tyrone will have more info for you soon. I'll be right there, down at the deli. Thanks for the chat, Reggie. Is there anything else I really need to be looking at here? No food, no drugs, no DNA. The people who did this are smarter than the average criminal, which isn't saying much, of course. Yeah, okay. Boxes. Not many of those left to unpack now. He hasn't the board. So what? We haven't finished with the board yet? A brand in the shape of a symbol depicting the Chinese guard lion, popularly Fu or Fu Dog. Well, Fu that. That's just barbaric is what it is. Shouldn't be too hard to match the instrument though once you find it. So we've done the head, we've done the cut. Is that it? Have we done that now? Surely we've done that now. You're kidding. Surely we've done everything on here. Autopsy report, yes, done that. Leg, yes. Brand, yes. Head, yes. Cut, yes. So what have we done now? So what can she tell us? Right, okay. Warning. She was a warning to Caesar, the guy who runs Jack's Lounge, to fall in line. And the girls too, of course. Just only word of warning, yeah. So what about the people who delivered it? That's the mystery, isn't it? We got a symbol that gives the working girls some major heebie-jeebies. And for good reason. It's connected to the Vipers somehow. But it isn't one of their usual tags, is it? Could be there's a new boss in the mix. I haven't heard of any infighting the Vipers, though. They're perhaps someone who has kept to the background until now. For the most part, anyway, the name does turn up in some reports, but it's been spelled 5 different ways. Yeah, and one of them is a rapper I'm pretty sure is connected to this. So right now we can only be sure of what this dog is connected to, and that's prostitution. Correct. He can be some kind of mid-level boss in the Vipers, the kind who's smart enough to keep himself hidden, while terrorizing girls and pimps into joining the organisation. Which leads some of those girls dead along the way. So, how do we track down a dog? Mike's report told us he was done to Crystal, what was done to Crystal, but nothing on the perpetrator. As he is all about the Vipers and the prostitution, I'd start flipping over their brothels to see what we can find. This actually leads us nicely to... No, allow me to guess. Your investigation into the Vice Squad? You got it. Have a look at the stuff I got on the board. I want some fresh eyes on this thing. Yeah, okay. I mean, I see stuff on the board, but... Aha. Hey, Tyrone. This is one of yours here? Huh? Where did that come from? I don't know, I just found it on the desk. Had this little note stuck to it saying, Merry Christmas. What the hell? What is it? It's only an unserved warrant to a gold Viper brothel right in the heart of the territory. But how did it get here? Now, this might be crazy, but I did pass Krogan in the morgue earlier on. Think it's some kind of trap. Why is it unserved? Now this match I need perfectly. Second. It's all go today, isn't it? I tell you. Hey, let's hopefully I can get this finished before the workmen arrive. So I think it's some kind of trap. Why is it unserved and happens to match your needs perfectly? It is convenient, but this was dated a couple of weeks back before I'd even borrowed these files from Vice. Okay, Krogan might be accomplished sneak, but he isn't that good. My lunch is getting cold, so I'll leave you guys to it. Try not to sprain anything now, Gussie. Someone printed out an email here from Saunders telling Vice not to move on this one because of a conflicting FBI operation. So, Saunders now actively goes through issued warrants checking for any conflicts. Never heard of him putting a kibosh on a warrant like this before. Here's the thing though, there is no FBI operation. Huh? You just turned psychic on me or something? No, listen. You know Fred Swenson, the FBI liaison? Fred the Fed? The Action Mormon? Sure. I've actually had him over for dinner at my house a couple of times. What? I don't recall you mentioning this before. Maybe because you keep calling him Fred the Fed? In any case, he told me just last month that they had shut down their human trafficking investigation here in June. Then Deputy Chief of Police Saunders is just plain lying here. Sure is. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go serve us a warrant. Everyone grab your jackets, we're going on a little raid. I'll find us some backup, but we're rolling soon. Oh, we finally made out with this bit. And now we're playing as Kate. Hayes, what can I do for you? I was wondering if you had any recommendations to get a criminal justice degree, sir. Well now, planning to leave us? No, sir, quite the opposite, really. Ah, planning to make detective then? Yes, sir. Seems I have the years for it. Figured I should get the studies out of the way in advance. The way Reggie talks about you, Hayes. You have a bright future with the department. Tell you what, I'll have a look at the courses they have going locally right now and get back to you. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. What is it? Pay Kate for her own bit. Ah, hello. There was a mention of you having seen that foo dog symbol before. Oh yes, I cross-referenced some cases where it had come up, both concerning dead prostitutes. Branded, like Crystal was. Not on a complete body, but there was a leg that was found. Oh. Indeed, and the owner of the leg was never identified or found. It was recovered, behind a disreputable bar though. Is there anything else? Thanks for the report and Garnet. Don't know how you keep your head together looking at that stuff all day though. Peace of mind is a challenge for anyone in this day and age, and a pursuit that should have more emphasis placed on it. So what do you do to get your mind off this stuff? Meditation for the most part, but Leonard Cohen works as well. My dad has all his albums. A man of taste. Did you want to know anything else? Not right now. Let's know if anything else turns up. All of these were people with their own stories to tell. Now Mike writes the last chapter for them. Wow. Here we go then. And despite the grand programme still being relatively new, we're already seeing clear concrete improvements. Deputy Saunders. Thank you, Governor. Yes, we've seen a definite decrease. Or definite. Say it properly, shall we? Definite decrease in gang-related crime. Where the actual statistics are still being compiled, you can ask any policeman at the station and they will agree. Indeed, our broad, multi-pronged approach has already resulted in the streets becoming safer for citizens and businesses alike. We will now be accepting questions from members of the press. Governor Beckett, isn't it too early to attribute what could be seasonal fluctuation as a sign that the programme is working? Roberts, isn't it? As Deputy Chief Saunders just said, there is a strong impression among the men and women of law enforcement that... But impressions aren't conclusive. Why aren't we seeing statistics? Simply a case of a software upgrade taking a little longer than expected. I am sure we can all relate to that one. What should the public think about the grand enrolled gangland figure Marcus Tallboy Hill found dead at the site of a major drug deal? It's always a tragedy when a person who is trying to turn their life around becomes a victim of their past. I believe that's enough questions. I will now be holding a strategy meeting with Deputy Chief Saunders. Thank you, everyone. Officer Hayes. Roberts, I think you got Governor Beckett to turn tail and hide inside our station house just now. Typical. It is impossible to get any accountability with Grand. Still barking up that tree, huh? Now more than ever. So have you found any solid evidence? That's the thing. Everything about Grand is so elusive. I think that's evidence in itself. The fact that you don't have any? No, I mean, yes, but it isn't that I don't have it. It's how I keep not getting it. Stonewalling you, huh? That, or my quest getting lost in the system. That's a bit shady, yeah, but what do you think is going on then? The Governor is definitely scoring points for a Senate run, but she might also be financing it out of grand money. Wouldn't be the first time we've seen that shit like that, hey? Yeah, but there's something more under all of this, and I'm going to expose it. Well, good luck with all that, Roberts. Right now, though, I need to focus on some work of my own. Take care, officer. So, investigation. Let's go to the office. Stuff makes our gear in the basement look prehistoric. I suppose you don't need much to type up reports. Now that's one way to say do not disturb the Governor is all business. Freddie tells me that fan joke one more time. Right, so where are we going then? Call button. We've got to go up to administration, surely. Aha, here he is. Tyrone satisfied his craving for cancer. Let's get a move on. Alright, be right there. No speech, Governor. Except for that nosy reporter. Maybe I should do something about her? Absolutely not. I have something more subtle in mind for Roberts. Suit yourself, ma'am. Subtle is overrated, though. Which is why we're having this meeting. You have been heavy-handed. Again. Look, I can't get by on charm alone with these fucking guys. I've got to keep them on their toes, keep them guessing. Perhaps. But you know there are other assets in play. Assets you are risking. What's risking our shit is that special detail your buddy Saunders allowed to be formed. I was assured they would pose no significant threat, but then Saunders is an idiot at best. Yeah. He gave me this though. Apparently there's enough material in this folder to break the detail up for good. I am trusting it with you, but play it only if they get too close to anything truly significant. Understand, soldier? Oh yes, ma'am, Governor ma'am. Well, shit. Okay, this is how we'll play this. I'll pose as a customer and get on the intercom with them while you hang back. Once that door is open, we'll announce ourselves and bring the little circus to a crashing halt. Gotcha. Here goes. Yes? Hello? I'm here for an appointment with Miss... What was it again? It was Miss Wing, Miss Wong, Miss Chow. Miss Chow! There's no Miss Chow here. Maybe you have the wrong door. Oh shit, a little nervous here. Sorry, I remember it was Miss Wing, Ming. It does not work here. I think you have the wrong address. No, wait. I always mix these up. I remember now. It's Wong. Of course, sir. When did you make the appointment? It was the 4th. Pretty sure it's the 4th. Click. Guess we're doing this the old-fashioned way then. Bollocks. Police, nobody move. The desk is closed. Hands where I can see him. Put them. Oh, shit! You got something to say for yourself? I don't know what language that is, and right now, I'm okay with that. How's our homicidal sentry egg doing? Very profane. Or that's what it sounds like. I've no clue she's speaking Chinese or Cambodian. She's got Ferguson in the arm. The same damn arm. His people must have slept in the day they were handing out that Irish luck. Late to rise. Sure sounds like Gus to me. Classy water feature with fixture. Very soothing. Actually, no, I don't even want to. What's this supposed to be? Food Dog's House of Fish? Before we go in the office. Got you in the arm then. I just had the bloody cast taken off last week. Jesus Christ almighty. That's rough. I mean, cough. Best wipe that grin off, right off your face there, Reg. So good legs to kick your ass with. Sorry. At least you got some pretty girls to look at. Fair. Got a keypad to look at when we go into the office. Looks like someone has been wiping the mirror there with her hands. And what do we have here? Caught this one literally red-handed wiping that mirror. What were you wiping away? She'd kill me if I tell. Got a lady out there, food dog. Yes. She's going away now. At her age, I don't think she'll ever see freedom again. You help my friend and I tell about the mirror. What friend are we talking about here? Kim. She said no to a client, so they took her to the cellar. Nobody comes back from the cellar. Well, that's ominous. Okay, tell us how to get there. The elevator needs code. Only Food Dog knows it. I don't think that crazy old bat is feeling too chatty right now. Every time she goes, she counts on her arms. First, she taps her left wrist, then her right wrist, then higher up on her arm. Alright, I'm going to check this thing out. You wait here. So, left wrist, right wrist, higher up on her arm. I was trying to put a code in, but it wasn't allowing me to there. Every time I checked it, checked off. Alright, let's see those arms. Settle down, sea hag. So let's see if there's a code in here. Left wrist, right wrist, then higher up on her arm. So left wrist is 3 fish, so 3. 1. 316. $3.16. Why is it not allowing me that? I got any more input for us? Yep, figured. Everything under control here. Yep, she ain't going nowhere. That's a 3 fish. Dragon, 1 food dog. 6 flowers. What's with that code locked elevator? It's some kind of VIP room? No, it's for the cellar. No one ever comes back from the cellar. That's ominous. Fair trade. So what's the code? Yeah. Right. No, damn it. Just bits and pieces. I need some. Yeah, I've got the bit. I just need to get the code to work. Right. 3, 1, 6. Stinks in here. Well, sorry, it stinks in here. Yeah, I think those guys gave up on aromatherapy a while back. Christ, Mike was right. Help! She's still alive. Keys, we need keys. Tyrone, I think I found them. Oh, this water is truly foul. Rusty piece of... Yes! Reggie, get the elevator. Get a scene to. I'll continue with this vault of terror here. Alright, now to match Crystal's injuries to all this sick shit. Shouldn't be too hard. That's most likely our murder weapon right there. Alright. Yep. That's what the brand crystal with. Still bits of skin stuck to it. Oh, that's not good. Those aren't go-go cages. Bet this is where Crystal got the marks from her wrist from. No doubt about it now, this is where Crystal spent the last couple of days of her life. I need to get out of this place. Wait, no. Alright, we got your friend out of that hellhole. She's gonna be fine. Thank you, I'm so afraid. Don't worry, just tell us about the mirror now. It's numbers for the men who drive us, and if they work nights or days. Why do girls need drivers for? Some clients, they do not want to come here, so we go to them. Why don't you just take a cab? Protection. Other places the girls have regular taxi drivers, but for our clients, we need drivers. No one will stop. So what kind of guys are we talking about here? Some Viper thugs or what? You promised to tell us. Not Vipers, they're police. Not like you, but with uniforms. God damn it, I had to say it, but it makes sense. The way your average uniform gets paid right now, yeah, but it's still really disheartening. You know any of the names on those initials? I know an A.B. Bailey, Alan, I think. Nobody likes him to drive. He always wants services. Okay. Bailey. Yeah, I know the guy. Has a smile like a horn shark. But this is a whole other ball game. Or keep this quiet and start checking up on those numbers. See if any of these guys are dumb enough to use their own phones. Yeah, the moment they find out we busted the place, they'll start busting phones. We'll be able to raise the logs, though. Someone else can take care of that later. find something more here. Look around some more. Everything you can want, as long as you want something that's either kinky, campy or corny. Hanging in there. I'll live. You know, lady, you're a fucking monster. Keep on smiling. I'm gonna be there when they put you away for life. Yeah, you understand me just fine. Three dogs, how's the fish? Yeah, that kind of works actually. Well, goddamn. Yeah, that about sums it up. Dungeons, crooked cops, crazy Asian grandmaster of Israeli artillery. What's next? Hey, at least we got a killer. Might still need some extra work putting the branded iron in a hand, but yeah, I'd say so. We need to follow up this cop angle though, before the word about this raid spreads. Let's see if Miller has anything on it. Listen, Reg, about Miller. When I asked him to help us with Arcane, I didn't see things going quite this far. Your point being that maybe we should look into cutting him loose. Let the man get back to his family. Might not be a bad idea. I'm going to check if he knows anything about our crooked uniforms first, though. Yeah, it couldn't hurt. Hey, Miller.
Hey.
Got a moment?
Yeah, hold on. Okay.
How you holding up?
Got my good days, got my bad days. There you go. Something you wanted?
Would you by any chance know anything about cops cozying up to the prostitution business?
Well, actually, yeah. Seems like those guys on your force sending a blind eye to the Gold Vipers. And maybe more.
If you saw some pictures, think you could point out any of these guys?
One at least, yeah.
Good man. You have anything new for me, Arcane?
I gotta be honest, I'm not too cozy with the Kuchkas right now. But I got a pretty good idea about who is involved at least.
Yeah.
Problem is, to get this guy is some kind of ghost. No one knows anything about him. Or isn't willing to talk about it at least. He's repping for someone bigger than these local outfits, making them dance for a new tune.
And whoever loses the game of musical chairs gets bumped.
It's conform or die, pretty much.
Think you could get us any close to this mystery man?
I think, yeah, I'll see what I can do.
Grand. A while back, this 4th Street cat, Tollboy, got an extreme face peel down at the docks. You hear any talk about that?
Yeah. Yeah, there's been talk, sure.
Any idea what went down there?
The way I heard it, he cost Kushkas a ship and had him replaced.
Yeah, we found one of the flunkies at the scene.
Almost caught him in the act, huh?
It was a close one.
No shit.
So, listen, I'd like to dig a bit deeper, show you some of those pictures. Also, we probably should talk about getting your situation back to normal. Can you make the Lobes tomorrow 9ish?
Yeah. Well, sure, I'll see you there, Mo. Sorry, kiddo. Had to take that.
A drink, 'cause this fucks my throat up. It's okay, Daddy.
So, let's see, where were we?
Mr. Zebra got lost, and then he asked Mr. Lion for directions, but he wanted to eat him.
Oh, yeah, Hey, look, Mr. Lion. Behind you, what's that?
What is it?
It's all my zebra friends.
Daddy, we only have the one. But here's Mrs. Rhino to help Mr. Zebra, so no nasty lion is going to eat him. Oh no, Mr. Lion's got to run away. Bye. Wholesome.
That's right. I should probably get a move on now.
She's pretty. What didn't you carry your toys up? Your toys, hon. Mummy needs a word with Dad. Talking about the lady he didn't go with again. Tia, Alexa, seriously?
Had to call her something, right?
At the first, Sophia didn't know about her at all, but that ship has obviously sailed.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It just gets tricky juggling these different lives.
I know you do your best, Joe. We may have ups and downs, but I know you always do your best, Sophia.
Anything for the princess.
Just remember to try a little for the Queen too.
Always, Eve.
I'm ready, Mummy.
Hey, kid. I'm going to see you again soon, alright?
Okay, Daddy, I love you.
Yeah, love you too, kiddo. Love you too. I'll call you, Eve.
Okay, Joe. Just take care now. Be safe. We need to keep him safe, right? No ifs, buts, and maybes. We need to try and keep him safe. Now that's what I'm talking about. Aside from Ferguson getting winged, that was a good one. Yeah, but I know he'll be happy as a clown to claim those sick days. True enough. We got the murderer, saved the girl, shut down the brothel, got a bunch of new leads to boot. Some of that still needs to be proved in court, but yeah, that's a good haul, all right. Let's call Callahan's tonight. Let's hit Callahan's tonight, a lot of us. We haven't been down there in ages. All right, Reg. I'll call Clara and tell her not to wait up. That's the spirit. First round's on me. The hell, Molly? Must have been another raid, but it's time to hit the lounge. God damn it. Could pull her away, claim she's my CI, but there's a lot of eyes here, watching. Christ, what do I do? You help Molly? Excuse me, officer, but you got one of our CIs. We'll debrief her separately, alright? Yeah, sure thing, detective. Molly, are you alright? I'm fine, Reggie. Just surprised. We've never been raided before. I thought I had to call my daughter to bail me out. You got a cab fare on you? I'll be fine. Call me next week, once things have calmed down a little. You bet, Molly. You take care of yourself now. I will. Thank you, Reggie. Confidential informant, huh? Krogan, this isn't the time. Actually, Maud, this is the perfect time. If I go and check her right now, am I going to find her name in our CI database? No, Vince, you won't. So what now? Gonna bust me for being human? You're not human when you're wearing that badge. You're a cop. Don't give me that bullshit. Come on, let's hear it. What you gonna do? More? I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to act on this. You'll be temporarily suspended from duty as we investigate further. I'll help one aging woman who's just trying to support herself. It isn't just that, and you know it, detective. Every suspect you've manhandled, every search warrant you've engineered. Save it, Krogan. Just fucking send me a summons. What was that about? I'm afraid things may have just come to a head with Reggie and Internal Affairs Detective Krogan. We can discuss it down in the office, okay? All right. Infernal repairs. So we are not done yet. So hey, is something the matter? That's Jolenta. Yes, Jolenta Brazil, a Polish national as it turns out. Did you know her? What happened? I'm sorry to say she was found in a motel room some days ago, beaten and shot. A curious case. Can you tell me more about her injuries? I can let you look at my report if you like. Yes, please. It doesn't include the killer's identity, though. Wait, you know who killed her? Not until today. That's why she's on my table again. You see, running the profile through the user databases didn't give us any matches, but something about this one bothered me. What was it? I believe her assailant was in a state of absolute rage, yet even then he was precise and professional. Some kind of martial arts champ? MMA? Well, I won't rule out a fairly comprehensive sense of fighting skills, not quite. Military? Precisely my reasoning. So I pulled some strings and sent the profile to a database of military users to identify the remains of their own personnel. And you got a match? More than that, with the match I received a request from the US MCCID for further information. You lost me at US. Oh, sorry, it's the United States Marine Corps Criminal Investigation Division. They believe this is one of their lost sheep, a black one. Mike, tell me or I'll explode right here, right now, and take you with me. Oh, yeah, of course. According to the response, the killer is one Michael Connor, a dishonorably discharged scout sniper, Special Ops 2. Mikhail. Did that response come with a picture? I printed it all out. Here we go. The pieces are falling into place. Okay. Fucking fuck. Yes, I venture we've made some kind of breakthrough. I need to show this to Tyrone right now. Alright, Kate. Just be sure to return the... Right then. We have the bit Tyrone. Kate, what is it? This guy, him. Whoa, now just take a breath, take it easy. So what you got there? Okay, this guy here, Mason's killer. It's him. You sure about this, Kate? I mean, you said you couldn't see his face. Tyrone, just trust me here. I trust you, but we've got to be cops about this. We've got to be police. Let's first run this murder he's committed. You and me. I tried to help this girl, but it wasn't enough. Okay, so let's see what Mike has written down for us. There's a lot of damage. Her wrist is messed up. Her elbow joint has been popped. She even had a kneecap crushed. Ouch. Why would you... Ow. All that to take down one woman? Furious but precise, just like Mike said. And she's been finished with one shot to the back of the head. Elbow popped, kneecap crushed, shot to the back of the head. The same crime that was the first body in episode 1. You just left her there, killed her and left. It was fast too, the room's tidy, so the fight started and ended in that same spot. A little 38 revolver, 2 shots fired. A self-defense sort of piece, only good for point blank stuff. He kicked the door in. That chain didn't have a prayer. She saw him coming though, got one shot off. Unfortunately for everyone, she missed. Probably just made him mad. Kate, you've been staring at that crime board for out of hours for days. Did your latest murder remind you of anything up there? Yes. Yeah, it's basically a rerun of the Arcani Killer. See, told you. Same sort of brazen face-on approach, a trained response. Exactly. This guy's a beast of the worst kind. You can just see it, can't you? Unfortunately, I can. He kicks in the door, ducks the shots. He goes right for that wrist and breaks it. Not because he has to, but because he likes to. He busts her elbow and then a kneecap, forcing her down, causing an untold amount of pain. Presses her own gun to the back of her head and it's all over. It's the same guy, I put money on it. So what do we do with this info? We should run this by Reggie. Gave him a call just a bit ago, he isn't answering his phone. Alright, we'll try again tomorrow, and if it comes to it, I'll go down to his place. I don't know, Kate. He can get pretty deep when he's in a mood. Maybe if we just crash the meeting he has with Joe tomorrow. I suppose, but if he doesn't turn up and still go down there, maybe he could use a breath of fresh air like that. Okay, just keep in mind that he might not be all that receptive. I will, Tyrone. I will. Can you see him? Nah, he's driving one of those sedans, right? It's still signed out to him from the motor pool, yeah. It's not in the parking lot, and if I know Reggie, he's not going to walk too far in this weather. You'll make detective yet, Hayes? Guess we should just go before Miller takes off on us? Yeah, let's go for it. Hey, Joe. Why are you messing around with a gun in your hand?
Tyrone? Where's Mo?
Reggie couldn't make it today, so it'll be you, me, and Officer Hayes here. That's cool by you?
If she's Moore's replacement, I'm all for that.
It's nice to meet you, Joe. Hey, you've been helping us out.
So Moore wanted to work on that whole prostitution thing. That's still the plan?
You had an angle on police involvement and we were interested, but there's something else that's come up.
Tyrone said you're an officer. Plain clothes, though.
I work in the major crimes unit with Detectives Moore and Deshawn, so yeah, plain clothes for now. You can talk to her as you would to Reggie or me.
Alright. Just like to know where we all stand here.
Don't worry, your efforts to help us are appreciated.
I'm here because of God of me. I can't be with my family before all of this goes away.
How do you mean?
I got a wife and a kid, but I don't know for how long. Eve's been putting up with this bullshit for months.
I'm all for cutting you loose, Joe. Believe me, I want to honour our deal, and I will.
Tyrone, you've done right by me before, but after this, I need to see some concrete.
And you will. Now, back to the matter at hand, yeah? Tell me if any of this hits a nerve. We got a guy that goes by Mikhail. His actual name is Michael Connor, and he's running the Kuchka show with Solskjaer.
Yeah?
He's ex-military and the guy who shot Officer Mason in cold blood. He's likely also to be behind the Arcani killing. Looking a bit pale there, Joe.
I think I know the guy. Yeah, I'd been talking about him with Reggie.
Is this him, Joe?
Yeah, that's the guy. But look, you gotta realise this guy is as slippery as a fucking eel and a complete maniac. If you go for him and fuck up, he's coming after me and my family. He's told me as much.
That's not going to happen, Joe. Your family's safety is a priority to all of us here.
Funny, didn't really get that impression from Mo.
How about focus on what we can do now? This guy, he hangs out at the Velvet Pearl, right?
Some of the time, yeah.
So we get a little low-level surveillance going, see if we can establish a pattern, then launch a raid on the place, not the man. And we don't necessarily think it was about him.
Trust me, this fucko thinks everything is about him.
Joe, don't worry. We're going to get this guy. He shot my partner right in front of me. He's not getting away. Not again.
I need to duck out here now before people get suspicious. But you know how to reach me.
Alright, I'll talk about that prostitution thing soon. You take care of yourself now. We need to get Reggie in the loop, seriously. I'm going down to the office, see if he's turned up there. I'll check if he's home and catch up with you later. Turning out to be a big episode, isn't it? I hope he's home. What? It's open? Nothing. Reggie? Is he alive? Huh? Reggie, it's me, Kate. Kate, how did you get in here? Your door was open. I thought that maybe something had happened. Fucking latch. Should have been fixed weeks ago. Super's a lazy goddamn son of a bitch. So, what's up? Reggie, is everything alright? You seem a little out of it. Yeah, just these pills I got to take for my back. They can slow me down. Not like I'm going to work today or any other day. Hey, Krogan can try and whip up trouble, but he isn't the one who makes the final call on these things. Can't do fucking police work in this town anymore. You look at some mook the wrong way. Bad thing. Bad, horrible. Well, except there's a lady streamer who's awesome called Mook. Just don't look her the wrong way, because she's awesome. As you gets charged. The rules get more complicated, but I know you can still play the game. Ah, fuck. Sure you're alright? Yeah, I will be once you get me the fresh bottle of pills in the bookshelf there. Go, where are the pills? VHS. Is it a book? Oh, drawer. Bullets. Old photo. Evening, Electro. How you doing? Is this guy in the photo with you? Oh, that's Dominic Capello. My training officer way back in the day, before he got a detective badge. Capello? Yeah, I heard about him. You should. Man was a legend. He was a bit of a character, though. Just a quickie, wanted to say hi. No worries, dude. No worries. You bet he was. Sure. Not the most by the book son of guy. That sort of guy. But hey, who is? Yeah. I guess this is Reggie's version of having a spare clip, just in case. Well, there's some classic kitsch. Yes, there is. Were you in Hawaii, Reggie? Oh, that was ages ago. Yeah. I was there with Margaret, my first wife, on our honeymoon. She got food poisoning and I got sunstroke. Christ, we laughed about it though. It's the furthest I've ever been. The furthest I've been away from this city. Built this city on rock and roll. How you doing, Electro? You right? Never really got the appeal of these endless war documentaries. Same events, same footage, different narrator. Well, you know, he's downtrodden. I love checking out people's bookshelves, can't help it. Yeah, I just can't do it too much. But also I'm waiting on an engineer coming out. So if we get interrupted by in this stream, sorry. Hemingway, Melville, Joyce, Gabriel, Garcia Marquez. Wow. This is some trash, but who doesn't have that? Read a lot, Reggie? I gotta just go back to my favourites now, when I can't sleep, you know. Boiler. A book can feel like an old friend. Looks like our boiler's packed up. Okay, the hyena. Bills. Here we are. Is that really where he sleeps? I don't want to see. I don't see a bed anywhere in here. No. Here you go, Reggie. Thanks, Kate. It's okay. Is there anything else I can do? Maybe put on some coffee? Don't worry about it. I just need to get my head straight before I show my face at the station again. Well, if you're sure. Go on now. You got police work to do, right? Yeah, you take care, Reggie. I'll see you soon. No worries, Electro. Thank you for popping by. I'll see you again very soon, hopefully. Yeah, see you, Kate. Possibly in the next game I play on the PC. Because this is the last episode of this. Christ, gonna ream the soup for that latch. You know, I could just fucking walk in here. Clang. Should probably clean this place up a bit. Hell is it now? Oh. The top secret document on detail. Huh? Should leave some work for me? No. Joseph Miller. What's... What the fuck? Capello. Was shot by Joseph Miller. Holy shitballs. Can't say I saw that bit coming. Tyrone. Miller. Fucking Miller. Playing me. All this fucking time. Just playing me. Well, shit. Hell. You son of a bitch. Reggie, what? I know what you fucking did. I don't... You and Miller. He shot Capello, and he framed a dead man for it, just to protect your poor little CI. You fuck. Nothing smart to say now, huh? Telling me to go by the book all these fucking years with a knife in my back. We need to sit down, Reggie, talk it just through. There's not going to be any more talk. Only justice. Do you hear me? Justice. Click. Reggie. Oh, hell. Okay, Reggie, focus. Put on that game face now. You don't do a guy in front of his family, not even if you wanted to. Just ask him to step outside for a bit. Maybe take a drive down the river. Yeah, the river's good. If you ain't home, then I'll need some leverage. Give him a really good reason to come meet me. That's right, my terms. Shit. Gotta grab the wife's phone, make him think I got her. If she gets difficult, well, shit, I'll figure it out. Okay, here we go now. Focus. Game face. Game face. Game face. Yes? Hello, Mrs. Miller. Can I help you, Detective? It's Moore, Detective Moore. Is your husband around? No, he isn't home right now. Any idea where I could find him? He's probably at work, unless he's doing something for you people. Mommy, who is it? Sophia, go and play now. It's okay. Cute kid. What is it exactly that you need, Detective? I'm afraid I'm going to need your phone. My phone? But why? Can't really get into the details, but there's guys who are going to call, and we need to be the ones answering. You going to trace them? As I said, I can't really get into the details, but yeah, something like that. Shouldn't I sign something or get some sort of receipt for this? What is this, for Christ's sakes? I'm trying to keep your family safe, and you want to talk about receipts? Please, can you not yell? When can I expect to have my phone returned? I'd say tomorrow, yeah? Well, alright then, here you go. You have yourself a safe night now. Detective, is this thing going to take much longer still? No, Mrs. Miller. In fact, I expect things to be wrapped up real soon now. Yeah, real soon. Disconnecting people. Phone gone. Are we turning into the bad guy?
Eight missed calls, all from Tyrone. Oh, here's more. Must be important. Hello?
Miller, you fuck.
Say what now?
Capello, you killed him. Come to the Hilaka Bridge right now and take your medicine. Don't bring any friends.
You're crazy, Moore. I ain't...
Oh no, don't say anything. You'll regret now. See, I met two lovely ladies today, Evelyn and Sophia.
What did you do, Moore?
Only took them somewhere safe, that's all. And if you play nice, I might remember to bring them back too.
You motherfucker.
Oh, thank you. I'm back, everybody. Good job, that was a quick fix. Nice, easy fix. Oh. Right. Where were we? Oh, yeah. Miller. Here like a bridge. Now. Joe, something wrong here?
I gotta go, man.
Christ Mary, again? You know
Xavier, listen. This is a family emergency, okay?
You never told me that one before. Okay. Just get your ass back here tomorrow, yeah?
I'm gonna try, man. I'm gonna try.
We will get this episode done. Ooh. Rise and shine, shitbird. It's time for court.
Oh, Jesus.
Wrong department, asshole.
Where's my family?
You don't get to ask the questions. I ask the questions. You and Tyrone, did you plan it out together? Murdering Capello?
Plan? You really don't know shit, do you?
How about you fucking enlighten me?
I was Tyrone's CI, but then Capello took over. That fuck ran me to the ground, got me using...
Don't lie to me. You couldn't handle the pressure.
No, I couldn't, because that asshole put that gun in my hand.
So now the truth comes out about your partner. What?
I was supposed to shoot Tyrone that night. Capello was dirty in a big way, and Tyrone found out about it.
Capello wanted to kill Tyrone?
Yes, I made a choice and took down that fuck before he could ruin any more lives.
Reggie, put the gun down. Kate?
He's got my family.
Family? What's going on here, Reggie? Don't listen to this bullshit, Kate. This is the fuck who killed Capello. Your mentor? Is this true, Miller? Was it really you?
I say yes, he shoots me. I say no, he tells you I'm a liar.
It's all in the file, Kate. He's got to take his medicine. Police are on their way.
Hayes, help me, please.
That may have been a mistake. Let's go, Miller. Connor, could you explain to me in your own words what happened? What? Baldy and little crew were getting close, so I did what you told me and threw him that folder. With fake fake accent. And why were they getting close? Because some whores kept their itinerary written on a mirror? Don't give me that. You were covering for your own sloppy work. Sloppy work? You wouldn't have shit without my sloppy work, pardon my French, ma'am. You wanted the Kutchkas, so I got rid of the Arkani and made sure that Sikorsky took his place. Then you wanted the N13, and I put the squeeze on them. Even got them to distribute after 4th Street fucked up. And when you wanted the Vipers, I was the one who went in there and showed them what we could offer. I can't deny you've done much to consolidate the criminal element in this city, Connor. With the Kushkas managing the drugs and the Vipers taking care of the human trafficking, crime has fallen dramatically. The grand initiative appears to be flourishing and will have its funding doubled in the coming year. Yet, this does not change the fact that you've become careless and sloppy. Well, hey, who can you blame? You're the one who hired me, right? That's true. And now I'm firing you. Goodbye, Connor. Well, shit. I joined the police force to make a difference in my life, the lives of others. I didn't think some of those people would be my colleagues, though. What the difference is to be this drastic. Reggie. After what happened to Mason, I was adrift, but he gave me the chance I needed to get back on track. And then we shot him. Now all I have is a cheap headstone. I can't even find his body. Maybe he's not dead? Tyrone. I thought he was the Boy Scout with a straight arrow. Now I'm not so sure. And I don't think he is either. And then there's Joe. At least his family is safe. And he has a shot of a normal life again, which is what we wanted. As for me, I need to take a break from the city. For how long? I suppose time will tell. Detail done. Wow. That was yeah, that was some kind of experience, really. Some language that was questionable. Hopefully I didn't say anything that was offensive. If I did, I apologise profusely. We managed to avoid some of the worse stuff, though. I'd saw that in time. But yeah, the game was definitely a product of, I don't know what time period it was, what, 80s, 90s maybe? But I hope you guys enjoyed that for what it was. I liked it. An unfair police officer has been shot and killed by other police officers in the United States. Where they can sell it to generate funds. Doing so illegally, Nirvana is the one marginal exception with around 500 licensed sex workers. Bloody hell. What I will say is this, though. I don't know, some people don't like hearing it, but sex workers do do a job. It's work. And, you know, they deserve to be respected as well as anybody else doing any other job. Except, obviously, if you're a lying politician, then fuck you. But there we go. That was the detail. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly, I did in a way. But yeah. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Whether you watch this live and lurking away on Twitch, or just, you know, watching on YouTube. Thank you very much for watching. The next time I will be on stream with PC will be Friday live on Twitch in the afternoon, Friday afternoon. And it will be, let's see if we can bring this up. Let's see whether it works or not. It should be this. It's Game of the Year edition. Well, it's launching, so that's a good start. Will you come up on the game capture screen? Where you can hear it. Let's have a look, see if we can do settings. See whether this works. I mean, it looks nicer. Yeah, 1280 by 720. Yeah, I'll leave that like that. Texture detail, high. Okay. So, we'll have to use normal capture mode, and that's okay. We'll do that. We will do that next time. Well, that screwed that bit up, isn't it, a little bit? Anyway, I will see you guys later. Have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day when I can actually get my mouse wherever it needs to be. You guys take care, and I'll see you then. Bye bye.